Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Exsellsior and Per-Ingemar Andersson, and the entire series is sponsored by Mike Spark. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Phoenix Point, Backer Build 5, as we continue our rapid march towards the end of the world. Now, last time, I asked you guys if we should press the assault on Synedrion. While there were still a few reservations about attacking fellow humans, for the most part, you guys overwhelmingly voted yes. So I guess that's what we'll end up doing today. First though, we've actually got a couple of other research-related projects we have to take care of. For example, we've now got access to poison worm autopsy. Apparently, we just never killed one before. More notably, I've had a couple of people point out that, for some reason, the disciples have paused their research into the Anu priest. Now, I have seen things like this happen before, and I'm not actually sure if it's the result of a bug or because they just lost that haven in Australia. It's possible that haven had a research center and that they might end up resuming research somewhere later down the line. The short of it though is that if we want to see the Anu priest anytime soon, we'll have to risk manually completing that research ourselves. If it is a bug, this might just end up making things worse, but we're so close to the end of the series that I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. Worst case scenario, the entire research system will break, but then we'll just be switching over to the full version of the game in another 3 weeks. Anyway, let's head over to Lorca and burn a few bridges. Okay, so there's actually multiple districts we can end up targeting, ranging from stealing resources from their manufactories or food farms, to deliberately sabotaging vital parts of their haven, making it easier for other factions or even the virus to destroy. In this case, though, we're just trying to steal some of their already completed research, which isn't something they're going to like, but it is relatively harmless in the grand scheme of things. We could also deliberately sabotage their research facilities, or just run in and start grabbing valuable tech, but I'm not actually sure what the benefit of pausing or stopping their research might be, and we really don't need more tech at the moment. Tech being a crafting resource, as opposed to the actual research we're about to steal. Now, like I mentioned last time, I did end up revising our soldier loadouts. I put those Synedrion laser pistols to good use, and I ended up swapping Chris out to a Firebird sniper rifle, since we're completely out of ammo for his new Jericho Cyclops. Anyway, I think we're about as ready as we're ever going to be, so let's get in there. Okay, looks like we're on a fairly small map overall, but we've got a fairly large research building that we have to search. We've also got multiple reinforcement zones scattered all along the edges of the map, and a single evac zone off here to the right. You'll also notice there's a lot of objective markers, which is actually a little misleading. That is the valuable equipment we'd have to destroy if we were here to actively sabotage the facility. Since we're just here to steal research, we actually want to focus on these glowing computer screens. We don't know which ones we need to head towards, but they will be updated with objective markers once we get within line of sight. First thing we have to do, though, is get ourselves under cover. There's no telling how many snipers Synedrion has guarding this place.
More of them?
And we've got an assault on the left side of the building. Let's get Mark on that.
Engaging. Enemy engaged.
Nice.
I'll keep my eyes open. I'm listening.
That guy's pretty much neutralized, so we should be able to ignore him. Though, I think he can still act as a spotter for the rest of his crew. We'll hug cover and see what happens.
Got you covered.
It's not like we need the experience points. Really, it's just a waste of ammo. Yeah, he's just trying to run away.
New target added to the city.
Ah, but here come actual threats.
Devising strategy.
Nice. That guy's already neutralized. Oh, wow. We are killing it with those firebirds. Okay, so we've got 2 disabled assaults, who are out of the fight already. Plus this guy over here. And 2 active assaults. Plus that Synedrion sniper, who has to be our priority target.
Got you.
That was probably excessive, but I didn't want him throwing grenades at us.
Holding position.
Oh, wow. That sniper is still active.
I'm listening.
Okay, Yumi, let's see what you can do about that. Oh.
You like that?
Now, I know I said I was going to try to keep casualties to a minimum, but
Threat eliminated.
this guy actually has an Athenis Neural Sniper Rifle, one of the best paralytic weapons in the game. We could definitely use that. Alright, let's neutralize these guys.
Time for the push. Engaging.
Notice loaded.
Well, guess we were bound to get shot sooner or later. And targets neutralized. Still worried about grenades, though.
Aiming.
Sorry. Alright, I'm seeing a distinct lack of grenades here, so I think we can just leave these guys be. Let's head for those consoles. Nice, we've already got 2 in sight. Okay, just one more. We don't have any more marked yet, so let's head for the 3rd floor. That looks pretty promising.
I'm going.
Huh. These guys are carrying grenades. I guess they're just not programmed to actually use them yet. Alright,
Awaiting instructions.
I think we're pretty much done here. Let's just grab that last piece of research.
Activating scanners.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we are done here. I mean, I guess we could kill these guys, take their loot. I already feel pretty bad about this, though. We will patch up Yumi.
Need a moment.
Well, I've gotta say, that was a lot quicker and less painful than I expected it to be. Guess we'll have to find something else to round out the rest of the episode with. Okay, so Lorca officially hates us now. But at least we walked away with a fair amount of loot. Including that Athenas, which was definitely worth it. We also got this blob of 200 undefined resources, which I'm guessing is the research for the project we just stole. Let's go check it out. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, looks like we're actually almost out of storage space too, so let's go build another storage facility in one of our bases. Not the most exciting thing we could be doing with our resources, but it is an unfortunate necessity. Now, that's going to take 3 days to complete. Until then, we'll have to be careful about what we pick up. I'll go through all this stuff between episodes, see if there's anything we can live without. For now, though, let's have a look at that research. There we go. Fusion cell technology. Adapted fusion cell technology has been at the heart of Synedrion settlement development since before the end of the Third World War. Our research team theorizes that this can be further refined to power mobile devices and vehicles. Originally created to eliminate greenhouse emissions, fusion technology has been refined by Synedrion scientists so that it provides all of their energy needs. Fusion reactors power everything from homes to factories, providing clean energy at low cost. Bonus effects. Power plant energy production is increased by 25%. Well, again, not the most exciting advancement we could have stolen, but certainly useful. Much like storage space, juggling power requirements can become a bit of a hassle. Oh yeah, looks like Phoenix Base Echo was actually right near the limit of their power consumption. If we hadn't picked up that technology, they'd only have one more point to work with. Anyway, like I said, that was a lot quicker than I expected it to be. Maybe we should head back in, see if we can grab another project before we move on. Now, you can actually see that they've significantly raised their guard now that we've already raided them once. But now that we know the layout, I think we can actually cheese this pretty efficiently. Let's give it a shot. Yep, that is the exact same building we already saw, so we know exactly where we need to go. I'm actually pretty sure we can head in there and grab that research in a single turn.
Yes?
Hi there. Don't mind us.
Time for the push! Let's go!
That's one. Oh, hello. That's two.
On my way.
Nice. Wasn't sure she'd actually make it far enough.
I'm listening.
Yeah, that was about as cheesy as I thought it would be. You know, I don't really harp on it much, but they really need to rework that dash ability. Oh, nice. Looks like we walked away with ammo for our Athenas, too. Certainly not going to complain about that. You know, I'm actually pretty tempted to go for a third run, now that we know how easy it is. But let's have a look at what we got first. Synedrion Battle Armor. Development of light, stealthy armor. Interesting. Synedrion scientists have perfected light, stealthy armor to equip soldiers with. Well, don't drown me in details or anything. I suppose the important thing is, that lets us build Synedrion assault armor and sniper armor, which is lighter but a lot more accurate than any of its counterparts. Not bad. Alright, let's go for one more raid. Our soldiers are getting pretty tired, but it would be nice if we can actually build neural weapons. Looks like we broke their alert system. It's either too high or too low for the game to keep track of. Not that it matters, I suppose. Ah, right. I forgot you start suffering action point penalties once you're below 10 stamina. Definitely not worth the risk. We might come back and raid these guys again in the future, though. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. For now, let's head back to base and give our squad some much-needed R&R. That'll give us time to finish our current research projects anyway. Anu Priest. The Anu Priest, technically called the Hurus of the Prophet of the Dead God, is supposed to be an extension of the will of the Exalted, guiding and protecting the people in her name. In truth, however, too many priests have sat idly by while the people suffered. This will no longer be tolerated. Priests will now have to put the gift granted to them by the Exalted, controlling the minds of the weak, manipulating the mist, and more, to use on the battlefield. Appropriate training and equipment has been provided under the guidance of Taxiarch Nergal, the Exalted's closest advisor in matters of war. Priest mutations are now available, allowing the transformation of the human brain, so its greater powers can be unlocked. Lovely. Not only does that give us access to a full set of priest mutations and their equipment as well, but it looks like it also gives us access to 2 new research projects: advanced viral weapons and mutog gene development. Not sure we'll actually get to those before the end of the series, but always nice to have new options. Anyway, let's put that new tech to use. I've had a few people ask why we've left Chris as a single-class sniper, and this is pretty much it. Sniper and Priest aren't the best combination, but it's not a bad one either. Let's see what we've got here. First up, we've got Priest Training, proficiency with viral weapons, which we don't actually have just yet. From what I understand, those basically just reduce the willpower of human targets, forcing them to panic and making it easier to target them with other priest abilities. Obviously, it's completely useless against the Pandora virus itself. Then we've got Mind Control, which of course lets you temporarily control an enemy unit, Pandora virus or otherwise. Then there's Induce Panic, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It forces a target to panic. Next, we've got Mind Sense. All organic enemies within 15 tiles are automatically revealed. Now that actually sounds pretty useful. Psychic Ward, which makes allies within 10 spaces immune to panic or psychic attacks. Again, very useful. And Mind Crush. Deal 100 damage to all living entities within 10 tiles. Well, that's certainly powerful, but the fact that it has indiscriminate targeting does limit its usefulness. Alright, well, we don't have a lot of skill points to play with, so let's start by grabbing those 2 passive abilities. We'll worry about the more active stuff after we've boosted Chris's willpower. Okay, back to base. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We don't actually have living quarters at Phoenix Base Alpha. We can treat our injuries there, but we can't actually recover stamina. Looks like we're headed back to Phoenix Base Echo. Poison worm autopsy. Summary: key findings. Genetic origins: 28% annelid, 72% unknown. Function: sacrifices itself via explosive mechanisms to spread a lethal poison mixture within a limited area. Mechanism: gas chambers are pumped with poison fluid until they explode, killing the creature. Mobility: surprisingly agile, with limited high jump capability. Strength: immune to poison. Weakness: relatively easy to kill, vulnerable to explosives. Well, not the most useful information, but still, one more project under our belt. And it does appear the Disciples of Anu are still stuck on that priest project. Let's go ahead and jumpstart one of their other projects for them. Hopefully they'll shake it off at some point. Gene Mutation Technology 2. The Exalted has agreed to divulge more of her secrets. We hope this will allow us to experiment with even greater physiological mutations. Oh, but that does remind me. Now that we've got our first neural weapon, we can actually do live capture. Oof, really pushing the envelope on encumbrance there. The Old Ways. Message from Taxiarch Nergal, Anu, to Public. My sources tell me New Jericho has developed a new type of APC. I hope they intend to use it to fight the Pandorans, not their fellow human beings. But the real question is, how can you win a war if you don't understand the battlefield? All the vehicles in the world won't help you if you cling to the delusions of the old world. I should know. I remember the wars of the old world better than anyone. And once again, one step closer to all-out factional warfare. Though it is worth noting that completing the Priest project was actually supposed to trigger an event as well. I think it's pretty safe to say at this point that that's not working as intended. And now we wait. And yet another Disciple of Anu haven is under attack. This time in India, I think. That one actually has a training center, which is a shame. But it's not like we were going to get out there anytime soon. Yeah, they're pretty much doomed. But on the bright side, the Pandora virus is usually polite enough to only stage one attack at a time, which buys us more time to complete our own projects. Nice. Looks like the Disciples of Anu have started a new research project. Fungal food production. The Synod of Yearning has commanded that the fields of transubstantiation, The Anu method of producing food via fungal growth must be improved and expanded. Bonus effects. Food production zones increase output by 25%. That's actually kind of interesting because, while it's not a lot of use to us since we haven't bothered building any actual farming facilities, I think that would boost the food production of all Disciple Havens, which would give them a surplus to trade with us and help reduce their population loss over time. Now, obviously, I'm not sure it's actually implemented in the current build, but that would make it more useful in the final campaign, especially if you're allied with the Disciples of Anu. Anyway, our soldiers are fully rested at this point, but there's not really much going on. I guess we could head back south, clear those last 2 points of interest in Antarctica, but that might take us a little too far away from base. Let's try heading north instead. And another city falls. This time, the Disciple Haven of Dilbat. A shame, but again, literally nothing we could do about it. Whoops. Okay, should have seen that coming. Not sure we'll actually get back there in time, but we have to give it a shot. Cutting it pretty close here. Okay, so we did make it in time, but they've taken so much damage at this point that they might still end up abandoning this site afterwards. For now, I guess we'll just have to do what damage control we can, and if we're lucky, maybe we'll walk away with a live capture. We are getting pretty low on time, though, so we will have to make this quick. Oh, looks like Chris could actually use some spare ammo. There we go. Let's do this. Ooh. I think this is a residential zone in the Temple District. Not something we've seen before. Lots of open space with a few smaller buildings. We can definitely work with that. Alright, let's get eyes on. I'm assuming we're up against Tritons here, but they might be throwing something new at us. And we've got Crabmen, Arthrons, Agile Build, Pincer, and Grenade Launcher. Oh, interesting. You can actually see that they are starting to boost the amount of armor these things have. Even though this one's got an agile build, it still has 20 armor on most locations. We'll have to go for the legs and torso. That one might actually make an ideal target for live capture. Let's see if we can get line of sight with Mark. Can we get up top here? Oh, I see. There's a ladder on the far side of the building. Not the most convenient access point.
I'm listening.
Oh, good. Looks like our first Athenas magazine is empty. Which means we don't have any spares. Thankfully, that's something they said they fixed for the final game.
Time for the push.
Now that hurts. It takes 2 shots to paralyze an Arthron, and we've only got 5 shots left. Well, let's just kill that one. We'll have plenty of other targets to choose from.
Double time! Got you covered.
Thank you, Chris. At least something went right.
Shot wide.
Nice try, Bunny.
That didn't work.
So we've got armored variants out here, too. That's interesting. Oh dear.
Shot wide.
Got you.
Shoot. Okay, that was a mistake on my part. He might have just wasted a dart. Oh, you me. Careful with the shotgun. Man, maybe we should have made her a sniper instead. Alright, so we've got a lot of crabmen on the field, all of them toting grenade launchers. This could be a problem. Looks like we've got a Triton, too. Pretty standard loadout. That's more what we're used to seeing. Okay, we're dangerously close to being overwhelmed here. Let's see if we can force a panic. Buy ourselves an extra turn.
Aiming.
Lovely. Nice. So, upper arms are vulnerable too. Good to know. Into the belly of the beast.
Kill confirmed.
Okay. I think we're actually in pretty good shape here. Let's see if we can knock out that Triton next. Sorry. I'm not going to ask why Yumi defaulted to aiming at Bunny there, but, let's just get her back on target.
Reloading.
Whoops, should have gone with the pistol. My bad. Still, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Time for the push. On it.
Oh, looks like we've got another Triton. We'll worry about him in just a moment. There we go. We've got partial panicking. One more kill should do it.
Double time. On my way.
All right, Bunny. You've got this. There we go. Alright, things are officially under control. That means we can play with live capture. You are killing me, Mark. Okay, so every paralytic weapon does a little bit of real damage to help it penetrate armor. In this case, it did a little too much.
Here.
We've got 3 more shots. I think we're pretty much done here. Let's have Mark go after the new reinforcements that just showed up. He's at full health, so he should be able to survive this.
Engaging.
That's 1 hit. 1 more should do it.
Enemy engaged.
And there we go. He is officially paralyzed. Wasted 3 darts, but we finally got it done. Let the killing begin.
Target down. Double time. Got it.
Whoops. 2 more Tritons.
On it.
Those guys are sneaky.
Threat eliminated.
Alright. Let's see what we can do about those guys. We do need to wrap this up quick, though. That guy won't stay paralyzed forever.
Double time. Shot wide.
Nice.
Oh!
Interesting decision. Well, to be fair, I suppose he had no way of knowing we'd be able to return fire. Okay, now we can wrap things up.
I'm here. On it.
I really want to paralyze this guy, but I don't think we can do that with just one shot. Yeah, we'd better just kill him.
Ready.
We've already wasted enough darts.
On my way. Aiming. Just give the word.
Nice. Started off a little rocky, and we did take a couple of light injuries, but it came together in the end. A fair amount of reputation, a modest amount of resources, and a few pieces of random garbage. Thanks, disciples. But most importantly, there's our first live capture, the lowly Arthron. Now, we've got two options here. We could just vivisect this guy, which would clear one of the projects from our queue and grant us a passive bonus, or we could break him down for mutagens, which we could then use to mutate one of our soldiers. I'm actually not sure which one I'd like to do first, though we will get to both of them before the end of the series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll pick up here next time, as we decide the fate of our unfortunate captive. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Phoenix Point, Backer Build 5, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord server, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, the development roadmap, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Fig. As always, links are in the description.